This video contains spoilers, just in case you'd want to know. Hi there. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Freddy's Nights at 5, one of the top box office... What? Is that what it's called? Okay, that makes more sense actually. Back in 2014, Scott Cawthon gave birth to one of the most revolutionary indie horror game franchises on the internet. Well, not literally, like it didn't pop out of his vagina, he just created it using code and assets and all that technical stuff. And now there's a movie about it, although you couldn't really tell just by looking at it. The game is about surviving 5 nights as a security guard in a pizzeria with killer animatronics. The movie is about a man saving his little sister from their abusive aunt. The pizzeria and animatronics just happen to be there. The story opens up with PETA, who changed his name to Mike Schmidt because he really couldn't be bothered to go through all that again.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
He copes with the flashbacks by beating the shit out of random kids' dads in malls. Turns out he has a younger sister named Abby who likes to draw and build forts, which makes their aunt fight with Mike over custody of Abby because she's worried about her development and overall well-being, and has absolutely nothing to do with the aunt just trying to cash in on government checks. All the while her lawyer is tripping on acid the entire movie. To look good in court, Mike takes a job as a security guard for an abandoned pizzeria, where a serial killer resides with haunted animatronics that murder people. Yeah, this'll definitely make him look good in court. Night 1. Nothing particularly special happens. Mike falls asleep, and instead of visions of sugar plums, he relives the day his brother was taken. And then 5 kids show up like Children of the Corn, but much more underwhelming and under budget. The next day, the evil aunt and her spaced-out lawyer are at a cafe with Abby's babysitter and another dude with an emo pompadour plotting the sabotage of Mike's new job, which she's paying $2,000 for so she can get government money. Turns out they were filming while MatPat was working a day job at that same cafe, so that was a useful coincidence.
You know, it's just a theory.
Night 2 comes along and we meet Vanessa about 9 storylines early in the franchise, but it's from her we learn that the string of missing children and mysterious death reports caused an influx of negative Yelp reviews, forcing Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to shut down. The next day comes along and Emo Pompadour, along with several of his mates and the babysitter, all sneak into the They all sneak into the Fazbear Pizzeria and start smashing up the place. Not long after, they're all dispatched one by the animatronics. About time too, those characters were poorly executed. Stop booing me, I'm right. Night 3 comes along, and so does Abby, considering her babysitter was sliced in half just a few hours ago. She makes friends with the robots and makes plans to visit them again the night after. Fast forward to Night 4 because nothing interesting ever happens in the daytime, why would you even ask that? And Vanessa joins in with Mike, Abby, and the 4 animatronics to build a table fort in the middle of the restaurant. It's Night 5 and Mike leaves Abby at home while he goes back to work. After finding out that the ghost kids just want his sister, they put him in a modified saw trap, which he narrowly escapes because you can only show so much to keep a PG rating. Meanwhile, Golden Freddy shows up at Abby's house like a stalker while the aunt is there pretending to babysit, but she mysteriously collapses to the floor. They tell us it's because she fell asleep, but I highly suspect it's because Golden Freddy killed her. Incidentally, Koryax Kenshin moonlights as an Uber driver, which goes to show you can be a successful streamer slash YouTuber and still need extra income to pay bills in this economy. Yeah, thanks Joe Biden. Mike managed to evade the animatronics with Vanessa's help, and Vanessa finally explains she's been keeping an eye on the place because her father, William Afton, had a thing for kidnapping and killing children because he felt the Republican Congress and the Second Amendment weren't doing the job fast enough. Now you might be wondering how a guy who wears a creepy bunny mascot suit and kills kids for a living could get laid and have a kid, right? I was wondering the same thing too, but it turns out William Afton bears a striking resemblance to Matthew Lillard, so there's a silver lining there, I guess. Also, Vanessa dies about 9 storylines early because she ran into her father's knife. I'm only just realizing how that sounded, but I've already written the script, so there's no going back now. According to the movie, the drawings on the walls are how Afton controls the spirits inside of the robots. What sort of Doctor Who bullshit even is this? Anyway, Abby makes a new drawing showing the animatronics what Afton did to them, which makes them all turn on him, which is how Afton dies, just like in the games. Just without the extra gore, because they wanted to keep their PG-13 rating. And then the movie ends the same way it began.
Said, read the
Dramatically.